As both a disc golfer myself and someone who's notoriously difficult to shop for because I don't tend to want or need a lot of things, I have a list of 10 things for the disc golfer in your life, or maybe you if you're looking for some gift ideas, that since it's Black Friday, you might be able to find on sale. But I think no matter what, if you were to receive one of these and you didn't have them, or you received an upgraded version, any disc golfer would be happy to get it. This video is brought to you by Vessi, and since you literally always wear shoes when you're out on the course, I guess not everybody. There are some people I've seen play barefoot. But number one is a great pair of disc golf shoes. My favorites being these Vessis. The reason is they're 100% waterproof. That's crazy. These are the Stormburst high tops. Great for winter as a little bit of snow comes out. The Stormburst low tops, which are the main shoes that people like for disc golf. Almost everything on Vessi right now is having a massive Black Friday sale of up to 40% off. 20+% off Stormburst variations. So if you go to vessi.com/disc golf, you'll be able to check that out. And you can see everything that they have going on for their Black Friday deal, because not only do I wear the shoes for disc golf, I also wear these weekenders a lot of time in my house. I got this pair of Alta boots because it's gonna snow and I want some more warmth. But one of the other more hybrid shoes that I love are these Courtside Classics, which I just love for wearing around and also playing disc golf. Ever since I got my first pair of Vessis, which were these Stormburst low tops, they've basically been all I worn for both training, for lifting wise, as well as out on the course, because I just love having to not worry about wet socks at all, or just playing dewy or snowy rounds, because when you're playing in bad conditions and then your socks are wet on top of it, it's just the absolute worst. So if you want to snag a pair of Vessis, I'll have them linked below. This is the only sponsored product in this list, but it is also a product that I would absolutely put on this list no matter what, because they've quickly and easily become my favorite shoes for playing disc golf in. If you'd like to wear, in my opinion, a pretty stylish shoe as well as very functional and comfortable, pick up some Vessis today. But on to number two. This beautiful combination is 2 and 3 actually, and these are gonna be things to get to help you train in the off season since we're getting to that time of year. If I actually end up using this in the thumbnail and you're wondering what it was, it's actually a very small collapsible phone tripod. It's from Amazon. It fits very well in most disc golf bags. And so if you want to start creating short form content, I think creating any content as someone who's been creating disc golf content for a while should start with your phone if you have a good phone, because you want to see if you enjoy it and then see what you actually need. But something like this for $15 to $30 is a really good investment because one, it can sit in your bag so you can raise and lower it and then tilt it all around. And it also doubles as a form training tool, one of the best. So you can see what you're doing, because feel versus real is real. Sometimes you feel like you're doing something and you will not see it when you actually record it because your body feels like it's changing, and it is, but not as much as you want. So this is a good option. This is kind of what I'm rocking with right now. This is actually, my wife uses this, so I stole it from her. But this is a little bit more heavy duty. It's actually, I think, cheaper because it's just bulkier, but it's a more traditional kind of latched tripod. I changed it to this metal head right here, which is significantly sturdier and locking, so I'll have all of that linked in link number 2. But this very well pairs with number 3, which you've seen me use all the time, a disc golf net. Currently I have just this Skills net up. It's an Amazon net. I think it's around $70, and if you're looking to throw in the off season, if you have a space like I do down here, or if you got a yard, it's great because you could throw back here. I honestly forgot how I was supposed to transition to this segment. Hello, dogs. But yeah, it's great for a yard or a basement or a garage. Yeah, back to it. Next time I should write down what I should say. You guys have also seen visionary nets on my channel before. I currently don't have one up because I like this big open space here. There's a little bit smaller. But no matter what, if you're training to get better at disc golf or just want to improve your form, or do you just want to throw in the off season and use our next product, getting a net will be a major help. Number 4, I currently don't actually have because it's a tech disc. You guys have seen it on my channel before. I'll overlay a ton of B-roll here. But tech disc is a technology where they attach a puck to the bottom of a disc and calibrate it so that it'll give you speed, spin, wobble, nose angle, hyzer angle. And normally people are doing that into a net. I actually don't have one right now because I'm trading with somebody. Shout out Overthrow Disc Golf. They ended up hooking it up and we're making a trade so that I can get a much more comfortable tech disc so I can probably get more accurate readings. It's not slipping out of my hand. My opinion is getting something in the star plastic from Innova is better, or just not getting the Discraft Fairway Driver, because that thing is very uncomfortable for me and a lot of people in the comments of my most recent video where I was looking at my speed and tech disc and trying to do some benchmarking. Tech disc is definitely on the more expensive side. It's $300 and I don't know if they're doing anything for Black Friday. And honestly, tech disc to me is more of a fun tool as well as a training tool rather than a training tool first, just because I think it's fun to kind of play with the numbers and honestly play games with your friends trying to hit specific numbers. If you have that higher budget gift item, a tech disc can be a really fun one to be able to give. For number 5, let's talk about disc storage. You can see mine doesn't look the prettiest and there are much prettier options. So I'll give you a range of budget for disc storage, specifically inside. If you have discs taking up your whole house and you're buying a gift for the disc golfer in your life, this could be a gift for both of you, to be honest. But these are Walmart shoe racks. They're, I think, like $32 each. And because you have to take out middle pins, so you are kind of alternating which ones you use, you only need 2 shoe racks to get this triple thing, because you got one there, one here, and then you use half of the additional pins, rods, I guess, to make up the middle stack. So, since I didn't realize that and bought 3, I have another one over here for like my review discs and then my giveaway discs. So, you can get the single one as well. But then I would definitely keep the extra rods, just in case. I mean, everyone's disc golf collection grows. I don't know anybody who bought this and is like, that's enough. We all have a problem. It's okay to admit that. Also, you might see something in the background that could potentially be another gift item. I have about 10 more of these as well. So if you want a second version of this video, some of them are a little more niche, a little more specific. Besides a couple that I'll actually have in a second that I think you'll really like, let me know if you want a follow-up video to this. But the other kind of disc storage solutions, these products are all actually from Touch Disc. They sent me these out a while ago. I don't have an affiliate link with them or anything. I'll just leave their site linked. I think they have bigger racks, but this is a nice kind of rack to kind of sit on the ground. As you can see, it's on the ground. I don't have any walls that I can drill into here in the basement. They also have something like this, which kind of drills into the wall and gives you storage for up to probably about 30 to 35 discs. And then another form of wall storage are their 3 sizes of their typical wall display. I think there are some other companies who do stuff similar to this. These are just very clean. In this category too, I'll pop up on the screen. The MVP has kind of their disc station, I believe. And then a step up from those are something you've seen a lot of other YouTubers or like content creators have Heiser disc racks. I think they're like the premium side where they can be customized, have your logos and everything in them as well. Number 6 is one of my favorite products that is from my main sponsor, Infinite Discs. This is just a product that I think kind of fills a need that a lot of people have, and that is disc golfers being crazy about having discs strewn all about their cars. My car still has that problem sometimes, but it's better because of the disc tote. You can see I keep clothes, extra towels, extra pair of shoes always, so that I'm never shoeless at the course, because I've walked out in sandals sometimes. Big Tony also lives in here. If you know, you know. If you don't know, it's probably better for you that you don't know. I keep some extra minis, and then of course discs. And this is one of the biggest things that I used when I was traveling on the road in my car. Drove all the way from Colorado to Washington and then out through Oregon and then Utah, and having backups of discs in here was so nice. I can carry around like 80 discs in here, I think. And so if you are reviewing discs or you just have a bunch of extra discs, this also has a topper that goes over it if you want to keep it closed, but I always just kind of leave it open like this. And this lives in the back of my car. It's only here because I'm shooting this video, and it'll go right back to the back of my car. This is also on clearance on Black Friday. I think it's $33 right now. It's typically $50. It's one of the sneaky most useful products that I've used before. Now we have to have a talk. Bring it in. If you are getting presents for a disc golfer in your life, and not for you specifically, it's probably best to not get them specific discs. We're all so, you see there's so many discs back there, but we're all so particular, and it's kind of silly how particular we are about the discs that we bag and all that stuff. And so instead of just getting them a disc, I have 2 suggestions, which amount to number 7 and number 8. But first, kind of in this, don't do this, instead do this, maybe you can give them a gift card. If there's a local shop close to you, supporting those local businesses would be awesome. And so you can get them a gift card to your local shop, and then they'll probably, well, they might actually walk out of that spending twice or 3 times as much as the gift card, but at least you save yourself some money. But local shop gift card or something like Infinite Discs, that way they can choose their own discs. But if, something about giving gift cards for me personally, I like to give gifts. It feels like I'd rather give them something. So I have 2 options, 3 options actually. But the first option is just to get them a mystery box. There are so many mystery boxes right now. Discmania is coming out with mystery boxes soon. Legends mystery boxes, Infinite right now. Their mystery box deals are always really good because they do a lot of disc stamping, and so they have a lot of misprint boxes. So I'll leave Infinite's mystery boxes linked down below, but any mystery box can be great, especially something like the Discmania one, which will be coming out soon, which has some special releases discs similar to Ledgestone. A lot of companies have mystery boxes that they're doing. If there's a specific company that the person you're buying for likes, look to see if they have a mystery box now or coming out. Those are always so fun. It's kind of like triple Christmas because you give them a gift and then it's a mystery box and then you have 5 to 10 more gifts that they get to open and you don't even know what they are. So it's exciting for you too. Maybe, hopefully. Beyond that, getting a die disc could be awesome. If you notice that there's a specific disc that they love or they talk about all the time, you can get custom dies. You can even commission one if you'd like, and that's a little bit more specific. Of course they already have that disc, but getting them a dyed one, especially if there's extra meaning to it, could be really cool. This is kind of like just a traditional fly die stock from a company. I don't have a lot of custom dies. Do I have any? I have one, but it's for my daughter and it says her real name, not Bogey, so I can't show you that. But if you're looking for a custom die on that specific disc, if you search Etsy, you'll be able to find a lot of disc dies, or you can commission someone in your local disc golf community. You could probably search on Instagram for just disc dyers and see if they have commissions. I'm sure there will probably be disc dyers in the comments down below who are recommending themselves for that. And so if there's one that you like their work, you can get a commission from them, and it's gonna be a little more expensive on the disc, obviously, because the artist is putting their artwork on it. That could be a really good way to get them something that they will use all the time and think back to a positive memory. Which also brings me to the next thing, especially if they're a collector. But number 9 is getting a signed disc for them. A lot of people in disc golf are pretty accessible still. Don't expect them to get back to you. Like, this is not one that I think you can just do willy-nilly and have the expectation that someone can get back to you, because I'm also probably putting too many people under the bus here. But if you reach out to somebody and have a specific offer, hey, can you send me a signed disc for $40 and I can Venmo you right now? Not just, hey, can you sign a disc and send it to me, but having a specific dollar amount that you're offering them or asking how much for this to happen, then they know that 1, you're expecting to pay for it. And then 2, they're also probably really thankful, because if the person you're buying for has a specific pro that they want something from, showing them that you're expecting to pay for it and like compensate them well, could be a way to get somebody a signed disc, because disc golfers do oftentimes respond to DMs like over on Instagram, but don't expect that. So number 9 is a little bit of a, hopefully this works for you, but I think it's kind of a cool way to, 1, give back to the players in disc golf, but then get a pretty cool memento for yourself. A couple honorable mentions before number 10. I have none of these. A disc retriever. Specifically, people like the ones that have the suction ball heads, because if they're a little wet, they can just grab discs from everywhere and pull them out. I think Max Disc makes those, maybe some other companies as well. Number 2 is kind of a chalk bag. I actually do have chalk bags. There are a ton of different companies and types of chalk bags out there. This one is local to me, called Chum Chalk. But this is another one that can give directly back to the pros. So if one of their favorite pros is sponsored by, oh, that is so chalky, it's getting all over the camera, is sponsored by a chalk company, that's the Chum Chalk for you, it's very chalky. Could be nice. And then 3rd is a rangefinder. And the reason I don't have a rangefinder and you see me go through like 2 of them is because I lost it on the course again. So if they could make a rangefinder that you could embed with an AirTag or like GPS track, I want it. Number 10 is gonna be disc golf bags. There's kind of a step ladder of bags, I think, and it starts honestly below this one. I don't have any bags that are kind of the more beginner bags. You can find these any retailer for about $40 or $50. They work well, especially if you're just getting started and you don't want to break the bank. Those are great. Moving up from those, you have kind of the like mid-tier bags, which I would include kind of Discology in this. So this is like the OGV3. Doesn't have all of like the creature comforts that some of the nicer bags will have, but it's kind of in that $80 to $100 price range. And so these are more something that if you're buying for a disc golfer or yourself, you probably already have a bag, and so thinking about maybe upgrading if it's worth it for you. And then from there, kind of one step up are your more traditional premium bags. Like this is a grip bag. I think Seeger Bags is a Finnish company as well. And then some other companies that, these are high quality bags. They use much better materials. They have much more storage, some more creature comforts, like a bigger putter pocket. Discs can fit all over the place. And then a lot of times, your favorite pro might have one of these style of bags as their signature bag. And most bags right now are on a pretty deep clearance. And then kind of the step up from those bags is typically just in terms of a little bit of the quality of materials used in construction. And so the bags that I currently have that are in like the most premium tier are these European Birdies bags. I actually have a full review on them as well, which I'll link at the end of this video, but this is the Freed 2 and the Framtid. This one is fine. I think the Kickstarter last day is today. Everything I think is 30% off. And I will link to these as well with an affiliate code. The other bags I'll link to, but I don't have an affiliate code. I'm just gonna kind of link to everything in case you want it, and that way I'm not only linking to things that pay me. But the other bag that's kind of in this category are the pound bags, which also use very premium materials and construction, but the styles are a little bit different. So these are gonna be more in that kind of 300 plus price range. If you're looking for something really, really nice that will last you for a very long time, but is also in the very much want category. These are my top 10 things. If you want to check out the reviews of these bags, check it out right over there. Big shout out to Vessi for sponsoring the video. Genuinely, like, Vessis right now are the only shoes that I wear for everything. If this was like a top 10 list, these would be number one, even if Vessi wasn't sponsoring the video, because this is the thing that you're gonna get the most use out of everything in this list by far. It's kind of a product that didn't know it was made for disc golf, but is made for disc golf, even though it wasn't initially. But we found its use. We found its real purpose. So that goes, if you want. Shout out Vessi for sponsoring the video. Shout out you for watching this. And let me know if you want to see another one of these. I really appreciate you. Bye.